My child, my beloved, come close to this message, because what I am about to tell you has been trying to reach your spirit since last night. Heaven would not allow me to rest until you opened this moment right now. Let me ask you something gently, my beloved, before I tell you what God has shown me. Are you ready to find out the truth? Because after hearing it, things will never go the same way again in your life. If this message got to you, my child, it's not by chance, by accident, or by mistake. Your name is being kept safe at the very last minute by divine intervention. Pay close attention to this whisper from heaven before I speak further. You need to keep getting these divine messages, or subscribe to them, because every time you wait, you miss a miracle that was meant to save your life. If you think this message is for you, please subscribe to this channel right now. It takes more than just following content to stay connected to these messages. A lot of people think it means they are following the words of the prophets, which are meant to guide and protect them. You choose to stay open to the guidance that heaven keeps sending you when you subscribe. My beloved, heaven sees things you can't. God tells us today, open this right away, because the danger around your name is no longer a secret. My child, there is someone, and the courts of heaven have already told you who they are. Someone who thought of your name with resentment instead of love. Someone thought your rising light was in the way of them. Someone who pretended to care about you, but really wanted you to fall. And heaven has finally shown them who they are. Do not be silly about this, my beloved. Spiritual attacks don't show up very often, but God tells you the truth just as your fate is about to change. This message got to you because the attack that was meant to hurt you has reached its last stage. Today, and heaven couldn't hold out any longer. God tells them, open this right now, because you can't wait to find out who wants to hurt you. Listen to me slowly, my beloved. You could already feel how heavy this person was on your spirit. You could already feel how strangely quiet they were. You already knew they were getting farther away. You already knew they were upset behind their backs. You felt something telling you not to do it, but you didn't listen because your heart is pure. Because you always pick love over doubt. God doesn't want your innocence to become your pain, though, beloved. Archangel Michael is standing next to you right now to guide every word I say because of this. My child, take deep breaths. The heavenly realm has been following your life around at all times. Someone spoke your name in a place they weren't supposed to. Someone tried to get in by taking advantage of your kindness. Someone wanted to use your kindness against you, and someone tried to stop the next thing God has planned for you. My beloved, you have no idea how strange the energy has been around you these past few days. That weight didn't come from inside you. The message was meant for you. Heaven is talking very loudly right now, my child. You are closer than you think to the person who is planning to hurt you. Someone who made you smile. Someone who tried to seem like they knew you. Somebody you used to trust, even if it was just a little. God says that the identity has been shown. But wait, before I tell you the name, pay close attention. Heaven wants to get your spirit ready, so you won't be afraid of the truth. You will be able to break free from a spiritual trap that had been closing around you as soon as you know who it is. My beloved, you're not weak. You're not by yourself. You are not in danger. You have been picked. That's why the attack was planned. The enemy never goes after something that is empty. It fights the chosen ones. Someone looked at your life, my child, and saw good things coming your way. They wasn't happy with you, so they tried to stop what they couldn't stop. But pay attention to this. What God has written can't be changed by people. Heaven is going to stop time right now to warn you, my beloved. There is an extra layer of protection around your life every second you stay in this message. Do not rush. Don't skip. Don't scroll. They are waiting for you to finish before moving on. My child, the person who wants to hurt you is not a random person. This person has been quietly watching you. Someone who thought your growth was a threat. Someone who acts nice around other people, but is mean to you behind your back. You are too close to your breakthrough, your blessing, and the change God has planned for you, my beloved. Because of this, the enemy used someone you know, someone whose name you know, and who thinks you will never suspect them. But heaven shows what people try to hide. Open this now, because time is running out, God says. My child, lean in. Want to know why this attack didn't work at all? Since Archangel Michael stepped in. Because your guardian angels stopped them before their name got to the wrong person. Because heaven doesn't let evil move freely against a chosen soul. My beloved, you must get it. All the strange things that happened this week, every sudden feeling, every moment of confusion, and every strange coincidence were all responses to spiritual pressure around your destiny. You are not making this up. My child, you were warned. Someone tried to touch God's things, but God told them not to. But the message has to get to you before midnight, because every hidden attack falls apart when you know the truth. The person's name is already in the heavenly record, my beloved, and I have been told to tell you before it's too late. But you have to agree to something before I say their name. When the truth comes out, you can't go back to the way things were before. You won't trust the same people anymore. Your circle will look different to you now. You won't let yourself be caught off guard again. Your spirit will get better. Your fate will move faster. You will be twice as safe. I want you to be aware, awake, and alert, my child. You are entering a time when new blessings will come so quickly that jealous hearts will no longer be able to hide. You have already felt this person's energy, my beloved. It was like a cold wind blowing through your soul. Even though you tried to ignore it, heaven saw how upset you were. God then told them, "Tell the truth." My child, take a deep breath again. What you are about to read will open a spiritual door in your life. I'm about to tell you about the person God has shown you. Stay right here. Don't turn your head away. Don't blink. The truth is coming at you like a bright wave. The name will come, my beloved. But heaven says your heart needs to calm down first. The revelation will go on in the next part. Please stay with me, my child. Because the last veil is being lifted by heaven right now. You are about to find out something that has been kept from you for months. As soon as this truth gets to your heart, every trick, lie, and attempt to hurt you will lose its power. My beloved, don't be afraid of how you feel right now. This isn't fear. Your spirit is getting ready for divine clarity, and getting clear is the first sign that you're about to be freed from hell. My child, pay close attention. The person who tried to hurt you is not a stranger in the dark. The steps of this person you have heard before. Someone whose voice you know right away. Someone who used to be friendly, but really wanted to be cold. There are people who love your light, and people who fear it, my beloved. The person God wants to show today was afraid of it. It's not that you did something wrong, but because your spirit has something they could never catch. Heaven tells me that you already know who the person is through your intuition, my child. You could feel them moving away. You could tell they were acting differently. You could feel their slight distance. That jealousy was there for you to feel. Don't question what your soul already knew. My beloved, this message got to you so quickly because someone mentioned your name today. Yes, today, in a place they shouldn't have. As soon as they said your name, the angels came to help. You must get this, my child. When you walk in divine protection, the words you hear in the dark can't hurt you. You still need to know who they are, though, to keep your spirit safe. Please allow me to lead you deeper into the truth, my beloved. The things this person did were not strong. They came because they were scared. They saw how bright you were. They saw you get up. They saw you being picked. They saw good things starting to happen around you. They didn't try to heal their own hearts. Instead, they turned their anger toward your spirit. Don't blame yourself, my child. They thought you were blind because you were so nice to them. They thought you didn't know because you were quiet. But heaven keeps an eye on you even while you sleep, and they have decided to tell you their name. I, Archangel Michael, do not speak unless the throne of God directs me to do so, my beloved. This message is not meant to scare you. It shows that victory has been won. You already won the battle you didn't know you were in. But the identity has to be revealed so that your fate stays in sync. Please take a deep breath, my child. The energy around you is changing. You might feel warm. You might feel the weight lifting. You might feel your chest getting bigger. You might feel like a strange calm is coming over you. These things are signs that God is getting you ready for the truth. I can now talk about a more in-depth part of what I have seen, my beloved. This person stood there and watched you slowly rise. But when they felt your next blessing coming, their fear turned into anger. They didn't want to hurt you inside. No, their tongue was their weapon. Their goal was to get in your way, make you feel lost, lower your confidence, and stop you from moving forward. My child, do you remember times when you were just plain tired? There were times when your mind was heavy even though nothing was wrong. The times when your heart felt weak for no reason. That wasn't you. That was power aimed at you. You were always safe in heaven, my beloved. But you would have started the new season with the wrong person if this message hadn't reached you today. And that's not going to happen, God. I have to tell you something hard, my child. You are closer than you think to the person God showed you. You shouldn't be afraid of them, though. It means you have to finally be able to see them well. The spiritual world is not quiet, my beloved. Every day, heaven looks at plans long before they become actions. And this person's plan became clear like smoke rising in the air. They whispered your name in a mean way. They were proud to carry your name. They felt bad as they watched your blessings. Heaven told my child, enough. The mask is down. The real face is shown. My beloved, the name will be spoken. But heaven says I have to guard your heart first before I let it go. You might be shocked by this truth. You might be surprised. It might even prove what your gut was telling you all along. You can handle it, though, because you're not by yourself. Right now, there are angels all around you. I can see the way ahead for you, my child. Now, there are new friendships, peace, chances, and miracles in my life. And this person can't go through that season with you. That's why heaven stepped in. My beloved, do you feel that sudden calm and warmth coming over you? There is divine protection getting your spirit ready for the truth. You're safe. You'll be okay. You're being watched. You have been picked. After this, take a moment to feel this truth in your spirit. Type Amen in the comments below if you think that heaven is watching over you and leading you through this moment. Let this be your quiet agreement with heaven that you are not alone and that divine protection is already encircling you. Wait for what's coming next. It will explain why this message got to you at just the right time. Before you leave this message, remember something important. The gospel travels through willing people. If this message blessed you, you can help carry it further. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or joining our Ko-fi community, you help this mission continue reaching hearts across the world. Your generosity becomes a voice that speaks to someone who feels forgotten. It becomes a light for someone who has wandered too far from truth. There are souls searching right now for hope, for clarity, for Jesus. When you give, you become part of the message that finds them. You may never meet the people your gift reaches, but heaven records every life touched through your obedience. If God has placed this mission on your heart, take a moment and sow into it today. Together, we can keep the gospel moving forward. My child, I can now take one more step toward telling you the name, but heaven says I should tell you this first. When the truth comes out, don't face them. Don't fight. Don't fight back. Don't say anything. Take a step back, create some distance, and keep going. Heaven will handle what our hearts can't handle in a pure way. Your silence, my beloved, will be the worst thing they ever have to deal with. If you do well, that will be the loudest answer God gives you. The truth is coming at you like a rising tide, my child. Are you all set? Because the name that will be given to you is linked to a wound you didn't know you had. Stay here. Stay in the present. Keep your door open. Stay right where you are, child, because what's coming next is not just information. It is a spiritual awakening that was made just for you. My beloved, heaven is still getting your heart ready for the truth that is about to come into it. It will end a chapter that has been quietly draining your energy for too long. You should not have to feel any weight when you walk. Everybody should be able to breathe freely. You have the right to rise without having to deal with silent enemies. Today, my child, your spirit will fly free. Pay close attention. The person who wanted to hurt you didn't just decide to do this. They've had this energy building up for weeks or even months. At first, they were just annoyed by how well you did. Then they got mad at how strong you were. Then they felt threatened by how strong you were. And their jealousy turned into something darker when they saw that nothing could shake you. My beloved, jealousy is a poison that doesn't show itself. And heaven never ignores poisonous thoughts that are sent toward a chosen soul. That's why this message got to you at the last second. I have something to tell you that only God can see, my child. This person kept an eye on your life like they were on a locked door. They were interested in your blessings, but didn't want to do the work inside. Things were meant to happen to you, but they didn't want to take the path you had to take. And something inside them broke when the blessing they so badly wanted started moving toward you instead of them. Please don't get this wrong, my beloved. This person doesn't dislike you. They want what's good about you. They are afraid of your anointing. It's your spiritual defense that they don't understand. They keep being reminded of how empty they are by your destiny. My child, pay close attention. Someone who heaven showed you has always wanted what you have, even if they have never said it out loud. They saw even the smallest things you did well and felt a storm inside them. Even though they heard about your problems, they secretly hoped you wouldn't get back up. They pretended to be worried while they were busy thinking about how you could fail. My beloved, your spirit was too pure for them to be right. Your heart was too soft to blame them. Your love was too real for you to think that someone could hide their true feelings behind a smile. But heaven sees more than smiles. Thoughts are heard in heaven before they are spoken. Heaven knows how you feel before you show it to the world. Heaven told earth, watch out for my child. Tell the truth. Take off the mask. I need to tell you something important, child. Being weak was something this person tried to use against you. They tried to look like they weren't guilty because they thought they were smarter than your guardian angels. They tried to put dark marks around your name. But what darkness tries to hide is always shown by light. This truth may shake you, but it will also set you free, my beloved. That's why it's important to know who not to trust as well as who to trust. I have to tell you the message that heaven just gave me before I tell you the name, my child. You are about to enter a time of speeding up. Your blessings will no longer come slowly. You won't have to wait to grow. The chances you have won't wait. Your prayers won't go away. Things that seemed stuck are about to move very quickly, very strongly, and in a supernatural way. And the person God is showing you today could not be a part of this next part of your life. Their energy would have messed up the miracle. Because of what they wanted, divine timing would have been messed up. Their presence would have made it take longer for you to rise. Heaven said, remove them. Show them off. Free my child. Your spirit is shining brighter today than it ever has, my beloved. You may not even know it yet. That's why you are being given the truth. Since light makes shadows darker, more light makes them darker. Okay, my child, I can now get even closer to the revelation. The person who wants to hurt you has ties to your past that keep you from seeing them for what they really are. You put your trust in them because you thought they were good, but they didn't have the same heart as you. This person has seen everything about you. How you talk, dream, love, care, get better, and get back up. They didn't respect your strength. They were afraid of it. My beloved, this person's name is linked to a memory you play over and over again without realizing it. A time when something didn't feel quite right. A time when what they said was a bit too sharp. What they did at that moment did not fit the situation. There was a time when their eyes weren't as soft as their voice. You wiped it off, but heaven wrote it down. My child, the person I am about to tell you about has a name that has come up many times in your life. Someone whose presence made things less clear instead of more clear. Someone whose energy drained you instead of lifting you. Someone whose goals changed based on what you had and what they didn't have. Heaven says you can't bring this person with you to your breakthrough. That's why the truth needs to be shown right now. Your spirit is ready, my beloved. Your heart is ready. You can trust your gut. My child, take a deep breath in and out, slowly. The energy changes again around you. I can feel your spirit getting stronger. I can feel your heart getting ready. Heaven is moving toward you. I can feel it. What you are reading is not just a message, my beloved. It's a rescue, a spiritual intervention that comes just minutes before a hidden danger could reach your life. You're not here by accident. You're not reading this by accident. God's power brought your soul here. No, my child. Heaven has seen everything, each and every talk, every whisper, every thought that's hidden behind a smile. Every thought was filled with anger. Every plan was made behind closed doors. God told him, "Tell my child the truth before he moves on to the next blessing." Please pay close attention, my beloved. The person God is showing you has always thought less of you. They thought your silence showed that you were weak. They thought your kindness meant you were blind. They thought that your patience showed that you weren't smart. One thing they forgot, though. Angels are always around a child who has been chosen. Heaven sees everything, even when people can't. I want to show you something more, my child. Recently, there was a split second when this person showed you what they really were. You didn't think twice about it. It could have been the way they spoke. It could have been in their eyes. It could have been a sudden cold. It could have been in a comment that didn't feel right. There may have been a pause that went on for too long. They might have done something wrong when they saw how happy you were. You knew about it. It was felt in your heart, but your mind brushed it off. My beloved, that was the first sign from heaven. Listen up. Your guardian angels told you. But your spirit is kind, because that's how you are. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. But God can see the heart, even if it's not being honest. My child, this person's identity is not a fragile truth. What counts is telling the truth. It's going to open your eyes. It will help you see your way. It will keep your fate safe. Heaven isn't showing you this to scare you. Heaven is showing you this to make you separate. Because what is coming your way is too holy to share with the wrong person. Do you feel that slight weight, my beloved? That air pressure that's going up? That feeling that something important is about to come out? That's your spirit, noticing that divine truth is coming closer. The person who wants to hurt you, my child, has a familiar vibe. They know what makes you weak. They know what you hope for. They know the hurts you've had in the past. They know how hard things are for you. They know things about you that you don't talk about very often. They tried to gain power from what they knew. My beloved, heaven doesn't let people cheat to win. That's why the revelation is taking place right now, because this person thought they were moving without being heard. They thought they could keep their plan from you. They thought they could hurt your reputation without getting caught. But they forgot the most important spiritual truth. People who touch a chosen one unfairly shake the throne of heaven. My child, as soon as they said your name in a mean way, your guardian angels called out to Archangel Michael, and I came down with clarity. Because an attack on you can never work as long as you are protected by heaven. My beloved, you might be wondering, why now? Why today? Why do you have to say this now? Because good things are coming your way faster than ever. I want you to take a small but powerful step of faith before we go on. Leave a comment that says, I am safe. Not as a wish, but as a statement. Because when you pray for protection over your life, you connect your spirit with the protection that God has already put around you. Be sure of what you're writing and keep listening carefully. The truth is slowly coming out. God often moves through people who are willing to partner with His work. If this ministry has encouraged you or helped you grow closer to Christ, you can help extend that same message to others. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by donating, buying a coffee, or becoming a Ko-fi member, you become part of this evangelistic mission. Your support helps us continue sharing messages that point people back to Jesus. Some are discovering faith for the first time. Others are finding their way back after years away. Your generosity helps make those moments possible. When believers come together with a shared purpose, the gospel spreads further, faster, and stronger. If you feel that call today, consider partnering with us and helping this mission reach the next soul who needs hope. Because your big break is coming soon, not months from now. Because your fate is starting to line up. And when a big blessing is coming, God gets rid of people who can't handle the next level. My child, this person wasn't just angry in terms of your spiritual, emotional, energetic, and even financial growth. They were trying to slow you down. They meant to make you confused. They wanted you to be weak. It was their goal for you to doubt yourself. They wanted to take your attention away from your goal. But heaven wouldn't let their attempts to get involved work. Heaven says, you're no longer interested in this person, my beloved. Your spirit loves too much. It's too easy for you to forgive. It's too bright where you are. They felt small because of that. They didn't heal their own wounds. Instead, they put them on you. My child, are you ready for something more in-depth? Because the revelation is coming up quickly. The name of this person makes me feel something. It takes you back to a memory, a conversation, a time when you trusted someone and were open and honest. Heaven showed me the vibration of their name, and it sounds like unfinished business. You are now one breath away from the truth, my beloved. But this is what heaven wants you to hear first. When the name is given out, don't get angry. Do not get shocked. Do not get angry or mean. Get up. Because the truth is not a wound. It's a door that leads to a better life, a path that is safer, a better mood, better times ahead. Dear child, the next part brings the truth even closer. The curtain of the spirit world is now half open. Stay with me, my child, because heaven is taking you to the most important part of this revelation. With each line you read, more truth comes to the surface. Every word breaks a different chain that you can't see. Every word sounds like it will protect you. You know what? Tonight, my beloved, the spiritual world is noise. There are angels all around you. Divine protection surrounds your name. It's impossible to stop the truth from rising slowly, but surely. Heaven is telling my child, get your heart ready. Get your mind ready. Get your spirit ready. Because the truth about who this person is closer than your fears and deeper than your doubts. My beloved, I need to tell you one more secret before I tell you their name. This person did not mean to hurt you in the first place. At first, they were interested. They saw you. They looked up to you. They looked at you. But admiration can turn into envy if someone doesn't want to grow with you. Their heart couldn't keep up with your rising spirit, my child. You changed. You got better. Changed yourself. You put out old versions of yourself. But they didn't change. They were stuck in old hurts, habits, and fears. They became more worried when your life started to line up with the plan that was written for you. My beloved, jealousy doesn't show up very often. It talks softly. It's hidden by smiles. It goes from small comments to big ones. It's clear when they don't say anything, when they should have been happy for you. My child, do you remember the time you told someone something good and they weren't as excited as you thought they would be? When you thought you would get help, but instead got coldness. That moment when they changed the subject and talked about your progress. As soon as they got farther away, your blessings started to form, right? There was no chance in those events. Those were signs. Heaven kept track of all of them. In their heart, my beloved, this person is very afraid of being left behind. When they saw you rising, they didn't pray for your growth. Instead, they hoped you wouldn't rise too high. While they wanted you to do well, they didn't want you to do better than them. They didn't want you to be too blessed, but they didn't want you to be happier than they were. Heaven is telling you this now, because you are about to enter a time when your blessings will be bigger than everyone else's. And God won't let someone who is secretly jealous walk into the room where your miracles are waiting. I'm going to tell you something deeper now, my beloved. Recently, this person used your name in a bad way, not too loud, not right away, not in public, but with energy. There was a sigh when your name came up in conversation. A rude comment, a tone of passive aggression, a quiet complaint, a note hidden, a private talk that no one else can hear. Heaven said, enough. Put them out there before their energy affects my child's future. This person thought you would never find out, my child. They thought their mask was strong. They thought that their intentions could not be seen. They thought that no one could pick up on their energy. But heaven shows what people try to hide. My beloved, your spirit knew it already. You saw how quickly they changed. You saw how far away it was. You were aware of the change. You were aware of the strange quiet. You saw how tense they were trying to act. Your gut told you the truth a long time before this message did. To my child, this person's identity is linked to a link you used to value. Someone you were honest with. Someone you looked out for when you were weak. Someone that you let into your emotional space. But they didn't deserve to be there. My beloved, heaven is telling me that you need to get ready for the revelation, because it will change how you think about the past and how you choose people for the future. This person has a name that used to make people feel safe, but now makes people nervous. Heaven tells them, show it slowly, gently show it. Show it to people with spiritual clarity before I do what I need to do next. My child, listen to the message God is giving you. People who stand next to you don't always stand with you. Not every person who smiles at you is happy for you. Some people who listen to you might not get what you're saying. Not everyone who comes into your life is meant to be there. Some people are books, some are lessons. Some of them are tests, some are alerts, a few are exits as well. This person was supposed to be a way out, but your heart kept them close to you. Heaven has made up its mind, my beloved. Not anymore. You will no longer blindly walk with someone who secretly wants you to fail. Your spirit is ready, my child. Your gut feeling is right on track. Your guardian angels are ready. The name is coming together. The truth is coming soon. The revelation is about to change everything in your life. The next part will get you close enough to the person that your heart will recognize them right away. There is a change in the air around you again, child. The gates of heaven are opening. The angels are talking to you more clearly. Your spirit is in a place where it can awaken. You can feel it. You can feel it. You have a feeling that the truth is about to come out. The following lines, my beloved, will not just inform you, they will change you, because this person's identity is no longer hidden in the dark. Heaven is slowly bringing their name to your attention. Before I show you the truth, my child, listen to what God wants you to hear. Your heart has always been bigger than what you've been through. Your kindness has always gone beyond your wounds. There has always been more light in your spirit than pain. That's why people trust you. That's also why some people think you're a threat. My beloved, the person who meant to hurt you didn't do what they did because you were wrong. They acted this way because having you around made them feel uncomfortable. You shine in the areas where they have trouble. You get higher where they fall. They still bleed from wounds you heal. They only act strong when you're around, and their heart shook every time your spirit rose. The closer you get to your destiny, my child, the worse things get for the wrong people. The person who wants to hurt you is someone you didn't expect, says heaven. Someone you thought would never have bad thoughts about you. Someone who seemed to be there for you, but really only did so as long as you didn't go above and beyond them. My beloved, do you remember a time when you told them something nice and their voice got a little flat? A time when you told someone about a dream and they didn't believe it? A time when you wanted support but got none? People did not react in a small way. The first holes in their masks were those. Heaven saw everything, my child, every whisper, all of their plans, every shift. And as soon as the energy around your name got darker, Archangel Michael came down. There is no longer any doubt about who it is, my beloved. Heaven wants you to know something more, though. This person still has a wound that didn't heal. A wound that makes them compete with people who are never going to beat them. A wound that makes them angry when someone they admire succeeds. A hurt that makes them afraid of being overshadowed by someone they secretly value. This is a hard truth for you to hear, my child. Someone who tried to hurt you doesn't hate you. The person they are when they're with you makes them hate themselves. Their weakness is shown by your strength. Your confidence shows them how insecure they are. Their lack of progress is shown by your growth. Their impurity is shown by how pure you are. Your blessings show how empty they are. That's why they turned against you, my beloved. But God says it's no longer necessary to pretend. The mask is going down. The truth is getting stronger. Your defense is taking shape, There is something in your spirit that is awakening right now. Take a moment to say it out loud. In the comments, type Amen to show that you are ready to see the truth and move forward without fear. You're not just leaving a comment when you do that. You are saying that your spirit wants to be clear, safe, and guided by heaven. Made you stronger. Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew 9:37 that the harvest is plenty. Giving to this cause through Buy Me a Coffee is like joining the harvest. Your gift helps the truth get out there. It makes believers stronger. It gets to people who are quietly pleading for help. In Gospel of Luke 6:38, Jesus showed a kingdom exchange when he said, "Give, and it will be given to you." What you let go of goes into God's plan, and what goes into God's plan grows. You are planting for salvation, restoration, and renewed faith when you buy a coffee. Now is your chance. Take a faith-filled step forward. Put your money into what God is building, and trust Him to breathe more than what you let go of. Here's something that heaven just told my child. Recently, this person said your name over and over while they were arguing with someone else. Not with kindness, not without help, not with love. They spoke with anger and fear in their voices. They said your name like they were scared of you being there, and heaven answered right away. Before the name is clear, my beloved, I need to show you one more sign. The energy of this person has been changing your life in ways you didn't even know about. How suddenly tired you are, your sadness for no reason, having a hard morning, the worries you're having, their lack of drive, your sudden anger. You were confused when things should have been calm. That wasn't yours in any way. You were taken in the energy of someone who was secretly envious of you. Heaven can't let that energy follow you to your next blessing, my child. That's why the revelation needs to happen right now. The name of the person is already coming to you. Already your gut is telling you something. Your spirit already knows who I'm talking about. My beloved, the identity is now close at hand. The truth will be shown to you right away in the next part. The curtain of the spirit world is almost completely open. You're just seconds away from being clear. You know the truth, my child. It's right there on the edge of your spirit. I can tell it's going to your heart. I can feel your soul getting ready. Heaven is revealing the last part of your destiny. Every heavy feeling, strange silence, and sudden change you've had in your life lately has led to this moment, my beloved. They have been trying to get to you from heaven. Angels have been setting up signs to help you. Your gut has been whispering louder and louder because the person who wants to hurt you can no longer be kept a secret. Listen with all of your heart, my child. This person feels your name, but not in the same way that a friend or family member does. The sight of your name makes them feel heavy, like they can't handle it, because it makes them think of what they don't want to become. My beloved, just by being there, you have made them feel insecure. You didn't need to do well. You didn't need to shine. You didn't have to win. Just being there was enough. They were scared of your growth. They didn't like your progress. They were quieted by your strength. They didn't understand your toughness. And when they realized that God was making you better, their spirit could no longer hide what it really wanted to do. My child, this person has been jealous for a long time. It started when they saw the light inside you. They saw you go up without a ladder. They saw you get better without any help. They saw you make it through without any help. They saw you grow up without any help. There was something inside them that wouldn't let you rise while they stayed still. Heaven made something very clear to me, my beloved. This person wants more than just what you have. They want to be like you. Your sense of right and wrong, your intuition, your strength, your sensitivity, your light, and your courage. Every part of you makes them feel something hurt. Heaven is telling us another secret, my child. Although they didn't use violence or direct attack, this person tried to slow you down by hurting your feelings in a sneaky way. Small comments intended to make you doubt yourself. There are short breaks that are meant to make you think about how valuable you are. Small things said to make you dim your light. Responses that are meant to be quiet and make you hold back. That is how spiritual interference works a lot of the time. Powerful even though it's quiet, invisible, and not spoken. You took in their energy without realizing it, my beloved. They talked about you when you felt tired for no reason. They are thinking bad things about you when you suddenly felt down. When you were feeling lost or stressed, their vibration got to your spirit. But heaven wouldn't let it change your fate. That's why this message came at the last second. You need to understand something very important, my child. Your big step forward is very close. They are so close that even the smallest bad link could change your path. This is why God told them, show them the name, make the energy known, keep my child safe. Here's the next truth, my beloved. You've known this person for a long time and have heard their name. Someone whose presence made you feel something. There was someone you put too much trust in. Someone you could talk to when you were feeling weak. Someone who knows some things about your heart. But God says they were never meant to come into your life. At the time, it made sense for you to keep them in your life. History. Feel good. Getting to know. Thoughts. Need to do. Hope. Heaven, on the other hand, can see what you can't see. My child, the destiny of a chosen soul can't be changed, but it can be put off if the wrong person walks by. That's why this person is being pulled away from you by heaven. My beloved, this person's name is rising like smoke. It's taking shape. It's becoming more clear. Your intuition is moving. The voice in your head is telling me who it is, since you already know. Your heart already knows they're there. Your spirit has already told you not to do it. Your mind just wouldn't accept it. But heaven says it's no longer possible to deny. My child, it's almost impossible to miss the identity. I am on the edge of what is hidden and what is revealed. The whole truth is about to come out into the open. My beloved, you might feel a little tightness in your chest. You might feel a wave of awareness going through your body. You might feel memories coming back to you. These are not just random events. It's possible that your soul knows the truth before your mind does. My child, the person that heaven is showing you has a name that reminds you of times when you talked, trusted, and thought they were truly there for you. But they were only partly sincere. There were conditions on their loyalty. Compared to others, their help was limited. This person only helped you when your light wasn't brighter than theirs, my beloved. They only praised you when your wins didn't make them feel less important. They only pushed you when your progress didn't put their own identities at risk. As your life sped up past theirs, they felt a soft turn in their heart. Heaven saw the moment when their energy changed, my child. Heaven saw the exact moment when admiration turned into comparison. Heaven saw the exact moment when envy turned into comparison, and heaven saw the moment when anger turned into desire. Oh, my beloved, heaven will never let a secret plan ruin the plans of a chosen soul. That's why you're reading this now. I need to remind you again, my child. When the name is fully understood, you shouldn't get angry. Do not talk to them. Do not blame them. Do not try to show anything. It will protect you more to stay quiet than to fight back. My beloved, distance will show you more truth than any argument could. As soon as you quietly back away, their true nature will come out on its own. My child, you are now only one step away from the truth. We need to open up one more layer. One more veil needs to be taken away. There must be one more clear moment. The next part will bring the revelation to the forefront of your mind even more. Before your eyes even see the name, your heart will know it. Stay in the present. Don't worry. Keep your door open. Stay calm, my child, and stay with me. Heaven is now revealing the last parts of this truth. The truth is no longer far away. It is right in front of your mind right now. With every word you read, more information about who this person is comes to light. My beloved, heaven let you come here at this very moment for a reason. Before your mind was ready to accept it, your spirit was getting ready for this truth. I want you to be a part of this moment of awareness right now. Write "I receive the truth" in the comments below. Those easy words have a lot of power. They let heaven know that your heart is open to getting clear, being safe, and getting the wisdom you need for the next part of your life. You might be remembering things right now. You might be seeing faces in your thoughts. It's possible that conversations are coming back to you. That's your intuition, matching up with what heaven has already told you. I want you to know that the person who wanted to hurt you has been around you for a while. This is not a person from far away. This isn't a creepy person from the dark. This is someone whose presence you got to know. That person whose voice you knew. Someone who knew some things about you. My beloved, the fact that they were so familiar with each other is exactly what kept their feelings hidden for so long. Because you don't look for enemies in your heart. Your heart wants to connect with others. You trust people until they do something to make you doubt it. And that person knew that about you. As for my child, heaven has been quietly watching what they're planning. Every thought they had about you. At all times, they made comparisons to you. Every time they said your name, they did it with anger or discomfort. Heaven could see everything. My beloved, this person's change did not happen all at once. It happened slowly. They noticed that people looked up to you. They saw that other people trusted you. They saw how your words had an effect on them. They saw that your presence made rooms calm down that they couldn't calm down on their own. It went from admiration to comparison over time. Comparing things made me feel bad. What started as discomfort turned into anger. My child, this anger grew in silence because they couldn't say it out loud. It looked like nothing had changed between them on the outside, but something had already changed inside. Their heart started to measure itself against you, my beloved. They started to wonder why some good things were going your way instead of theirs. In their own minds, they started to ask questions that slowly tainted their view. Why does this happen to them but not to me? How come people are so willing to listen to them? Why does their path keep getting better? Those quiet questions turned into something heavier over time. That's right, my child. The spiritual world knew right away when their thoughts turned to envy. Because heaven pays attention when someone is angry at a chosen soul. That's when Archangel Michael got closer to your life, my beloved. Not to hurt this person, but to keep you safe. Safety always comes before being exposed. Hey kid, you may remember times when this person did strange things around you. Times when their mood changed without warning. There were times when their support felt forced. There were times when their words seemed helpful, but their energy seemed far away. Even though your mind didn't think about those times, your spirit did. My beloved, your gut told you many things. However, your heart picked patience over doubt. Being kind is not a sign of weakness. Being kind is part of your light, but heaven will never let someone take advantage of your kindness. My child, the person you are becoming is already taking shape in your mind. Your thoughts may be going back to old conversations. You might remember things that make more sense now than they did before. You might remember times when you felt uneasy but couldn't put your finger on it. The memories are coming back because the truth is coming. My beloved, the person that heaven is showing you is linked to a memory of being emotionally close. Someone who paid attention when you talked about private things. That person who was there for you when you were weak. Someone who sometimes seemed to understand. However, knowing something does not always mean being loyal. Some people listen, my child, not because they really care, but because they are quietly measuring how far away your life is from theirs. That silent comparison can turn into anger that you don't show, my beloved. Heaven has shown me that this person often had two feelings at once when they were with you. They liked how strong you were in some ways. Part of them was afraid of your growth. They couldn't feel those two emotions at the same time without getting upset. The fear got louder over time. That's when their energy started to shift toward you, my child. Not by attacking directly, not in a direct argument. It was done in secret, though. In the spiritual world, my beloved, intention has power. It's possible for thoughts to go farther than words. That's why heaven stepped in before those plans could have any more effect on your path. My child, you need to hear this well. There was nothing wrong with you. It was never your growth that was wrong. The problem was never that you were successful. It was never your light that was wrong. The problem was that being around you made this person remember things they still needed to heal inside. My beloved, when someone won't heal their own wounds, they often feel uncomfortable around other people's light. They didn't want to look in the mirror when you were making progress. Heaven is not telling you this truth to hurt you, my child. Heaven is telling you this truth to set you free, because you need to be clear for the next part of your life. There must be limits. It needs to get rid of any hidden resistance. My beloved, you are about to enter a fast-moving time of blessings. Chances will come up. There will be new links. There will be peace where there wasn't any before. But having this person there could have quietly thrown off that balance. This is why heaven said, the time for hiding is over. Dear child, the name of this person is already ringing in your mind. You might be sure of who it is before you even hear it clearly. Your mind is newer than your heart. My beloved, I am now getting very close to the revelation. There is only one more veil between you and the full clarity that heaven has planned for you. In the next part, the identity will get so close to the surface that your spirit will know it right away. The truth will be right in front of you, and all the confusion about what's going on will finally go away. Follow me. Stay in the present. Keep your mind open to what heaven has to say. Stay with me right now, my child, because heaven has brought you to the last part of this revelation. Finally, the truth is out in the open. It is now standing right in front of your spirit, waiting for you to understand what your intuition has been telling you for a long time. You might feel a quiet stillness around you right now, my beloved. It's not empty in that stillness. It is full of the presence of God. Your guardian angels are close by. There is protection around your name, and heaven is letting the last bit of clarity come to you slowly, carefully, and on purpose. My child, the name of the person who wanted to hurt you has been going through your mind the whole time you read this message. You may have thought of faces. Some memories may have come back to you. There's a chance that some conversations made sense in a way they never did before. This is not a mistake. This is being recognized. My beloved, the truth that heaven has been leading you to is not something brand new. Your spirit already knew it, but your heart wasn't sure if it was true. Because you were kind, you gave this person a lot of chances. Your kindness tried to keep the image you had of them safe. But the truth doesn't go away just because the heart wants it to. My child, the person that heaven showed you has something to do with your emotional past. Someone who used to make you feel at ease. There was someone who used to know your thoughts, or your problems, or your dreams. Someone whose name has come up over and over in different conversations and connections over the course of your life. My beloved, your gut already knows how their name makes you feel. That was the name that came to mind quietly as you read these words. It was the name that came back to you when the message talked about being jealous. It's the name that showed up when the message talked about someone who only helped you when your light was lower than theirs. Heaven did not have to put the name right in front of you, my child, because your spirit already knew it. The truth doesn't always come out in words. From time to time, the truth comes to you as an overwhelming realization, and you are having that realization right now. You see, my beloved, this revelation was never meant to make you angry. You were never meant to feel angry about it. It was meant to help you understand. It was meant to clear things up for you. It was meant to get rid of a hidden force that couldn't follow you into the future God has planned for you. If you can calmly accept this truth, my child, something powerful will happen in the spiritual world. The link between your bad intentions and this person's bad intentions weakens. Their energy can't get to your spirit the same way it used to. Distance starts to form on its own. Your beloved, you may notice that you don't talk to this person as much. You might notice that things slowly make room between your paths. You might notice that your feelings about them change from being attached to being aware of them. No, this is not a punishment. This is how you align. My child, heaven gets rid of some people quietly, without a fight, but with clarity. When you feel clear, your choices start to change on their own. You don't move toward things that your spirit has grown past. This revelation marks the end of a spiritual chapter. My beloved, a time when your relationship with this person was tense with unspoken comparisons, jealousy, and tension. That part of the story is now over. There is a new chapter ready for you, my child. In this new part of your life, the people who walk with you will be happy for your growth without comparing themselves to it. When people say your name, they will do so with joy instead of pain. People who are close to your light will be inspired by it instead of scared by it. Those are the links that heaven is setting up for you. Getting rid of one hidden energy often makes room for many more blessings, my beloved. That's exactly what's going on right now. There is a chance for new alignment as soon as you let this truth rest in your heart. It gets easier for you to walk. It gets easier for you to see. Your progress becomes faster. Remember something important, my child. People who come into your life aren't always meant to stay. Some people show up to teach you how to trust. Some come to show you how strong your intuition is. Some people show up to help you tell the difference between real support and quiet comparison. This person taught me something. Lessons are not failures, my beloved. Lessons help you get ready. The wisdom you have gained from every experience has been shaped by it. That wisdom will help you make better connections, set stronger limits, and see things more clearly. Once you understand this, my child, the most powerful thing you can do is stay calm. You shouldn't go up to them angry. Do not try to figure things out. Do not hold grudges inside your heart. Just take a step forward. Just give distance. Just let heaven take care of the rest. My beloved, the spiritual balance will be restored as soon as you move forward calmly. Things that belong in your life will get closer. Things that don't belong will move away on their own. Your fate does not need to fight to keep itself safe. You are already safe in heaven from what was never meant to be for you. Archangel Michael is still close to you, my child. Your path has already been surrounded by safety. People with bad intentions who try to get close to you before no longer have the power to do so. You're safe. You are being led. It's safe for you. Now that the new season has begun, your blessings will no longer be held up by hidden resistance. Take deep breaths and let peace fill your spirit, my beloved. The truth has been shown. The veil is no longer there. We are done with the lesson. Your path is now clear again. Be sure as you walk forward. Be smart as you walk forward. Know that heaven is still watching over you as you move forward. This is the end of the message, my child, but the protection around your life will last forever. Stay calm. Stay aware. Stay true to God, because the light inside you is stronger than any shadow that has ever tried to block it. Before you read the last lines of this message, take a moment to think about something important. You are here on purpose. You were led to this point. This isn't a coincidence. Archangel Michael is phoning you personally. He is promising to protect you and welcome you into a holy, higher place where you don't have to chase for abundance. It just happens. This invitation has one holy truth at its heart that is simple but can change your life. When you connect with it, blessings don't just come. They grow, proliferate, and affect every part of your life. You can get strong spiritual teachings and higher direction that most people will never get by deciding to step forward now. You are entering a safe space where you can see things clearly, get support, and get closer to your soul's purpose faster. Don't overlook this tipping point. These kinds of moments don't happen very often, yet they can change things. Your next big idea is already in the works. Use the exclusive link to join Archangel Michael's inner circle and make sure you keep getting the direct messages that are meant to help you on your journey. The link is in both the description and the pinned remark if you want to delve deeper. There is also a guided ebook available for people who want to help our work grow and continue. It is completely optional. People already regard your attentiveness, presence, and energy very highly. Go ahead and take the next step. The way is clear, and much is waiting for you.